Jocko, can you lead those that don't want to be led? If so, how?
The beauty of that question is in its simplicity. And the answer is yes and no. You can't lead them in the traditional sense. You have to be indirect. Again, there's our word. You have to be indirect, meaning you can't say, hey, you need to do this. Or, hey, I order you to do that. You need to be indirect. And the best way to do that with people that do not want to be led is to let them lead. Put them in a leadership role. Say, hey, you know what? You're really good at this. I think you got a good vision here. Can you run this? Can you lead this? And then once they're in a leadership role, then you can make suggestions and you can subtly steer them as they lead. But an important point is that you actually have to be ready to let them lead. You can't just be like, oh, I want you to run this. And then all of a sudden you go all level 7 micromanagement on people. You have to let them lead. You have to let it go. Let them go. Now, you do need to make sure that they're being safe, or make sure that they're being profitable, make sure they're not doing anything illegal or egregious in what they're doing. But you have to let them lead. You have to let them make decisions. And so that is my first suggestion, is to put them in a leadership role. Now, if there's no way to put them in a leadership role, then let them lead their little part of the mission, whatever that is. Let them tell you how they are going to do things. And again, you can make little course corrections along the way, but you need to let them lead. Now, one of the hardest parts of both these situations is, guess what? Your ego. Because guess what? You want to be the leader. You are offended by someone that doesn't want to be led. You're like, well, why aren't they listening to me? I am awesome. I am the leader. I'm in charge. I outrank them. Why aren't they listening to me? All those are little insecurities that you have about your own leadership capabilities. Don't let it happen. I was never offended by subordinates that I had that wanted to lead more, that wanted my job. I wanted them to want to have my job. I wanted them to be able to take my job from me. That's what I wanted. If they're doing that, good. I can look upwards and outwards and I can focus on other things. Good. Come and take my job. Be good enough to take my job. And if I ever said to myself, well, I can't believe this guy's trying to step up and take my job, I realized, oh my God, I'm being insecure. I need to put my own ego in check, because you know what? If they can step up and do my job, good. I'll step up and do the next person's job. So when somebody below you doesn't want to be led, let them lead and be happy that they want to lead. Give them that leadership. That's what you do with people that don't want to be led.
I just thought of a riddle. Kind of joke. What kind of... Actually, I didn't think of it. I kind of got it from Twitter and then made it into a joke. Okay. What kind of steak does Jocko eat?
Ribeye.
Flank steak.
Oh, I like it.
Can't take credit. I got that from Twitter.
I like it. Good job, Twitter. That's awesome. Good, solid question, though.
Yeah.
That's one you hear a lot.
Yeah, and I said that, obviously, Joe, but that's kind of like leading by way of flank, right?
Oh, for sure.
So
for sure.
It's like you don't lead them directly how you would like traditionally or whatever. You're kind of letting them lead, but you allowing them to lead, that's the leadership
you
tactic.
are flanking them.
Yeah.
I mean, the people that are like this, these are people that are either have a big ego, or maybe they know more than you. Maybe they are more experienced than you. Maybe they really do know more than you.
Right.
And they're bummed or angry because you've been promoted above them.
Yeah.
So now what am I going to do? I'm going to be a jerk. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And so, I'm not going to support your plan, and I'm not going to do what you tell me to do, and I'm going to have my own way of doing things. That's what's going to happen. So don't let that happen. All you got to do is say, hey, listen, man, really respect what you've done. You've been doing this longer than I have. You know what? Can you run with this? Can you plan this? Can you execute this? That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go, oh, okay.
Yep.
Now, do they think, oh, that's right, he's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. No, not when you do it right. Not when you say, hey, you have more experience than me. I would really like you to lead this instead of me. How's that sound? You can only pull that off if you're secure in your own leadership.
Yeah.
It's the way it works.
Interesting.
Flank them.
Flank style of leadership.